Hello guys, and welcome to another experience video. Today I'm going to be talking about what is the difference between level 58 and level 59 experience. Because I recently got to level 59 on my wizard, and since I did all of my experience videos from a level 58 perspective, then I would have to see what is the difference in order to make the future videos comparable to the previous ones. So, for those of you who didn't follow my previous experience videos, I would have to mention that for each of my experience videos I am trying to kill the monsters as fast as possible, and I'm not looting anything from the ground manually. So I am basically trying to kill the monsters as fast as possible in order to see the maximum potential of experience for each area, as if I wouldn't care for the drops and just trying to aim for as much experience as possible. For this particular video, I am retesting again two of the areas that I did before, and I'm trying to compare the experience just to see how much I improved or if there is any big difference between level 58 and level 59. So to get this video started, the first rotation that I tested is at Kadri ruins, and it is that best rotation that I had tested before in my other Kadri experience video. Basically it's the rotation number 1 right near the first gatekeeper. While testing this rotation, I had a total of 234% experience. This is if I add up all of the experience buffs, including that 100% weekend experience buff. So I'm going to reduce this back to 100%, so it doesn't really matter that much. On this rotation, I grinded exactly 20 minutes, and in this time, if I reduce the experience back to 100%, I got a total of 0.01068% experience per minute, so about 0.010 or 11% experience per minute. This is of course at level 59, and this time I also had more attack power, because this time I have 227 awakening attack power, while the last time I tested Kadri ruins I had 203 awakening attack power, so it is quite a big difference in attack power. Now if I look at the Kadri video and I take out this exact rotation that I tested as a level 58, you will notice that back then I got 0.021% experience per minute, and this one was also reduced back to 100% experience ratio. So back then I was a level 58 and I only had 203 awakening attack power. Now for the purpose of this video, to see the difference between level 58 and 59, I just have to take these two values and compare them to each other and see what is the actual difference. So by comparing these two values, you can actually see that the value that I got on the level 58 video is almost exactly 200% of the one that I got at level 59. So I could easily say at this point that at level 59 you need twice the experience that you would need at level 58. Normally this would be enough for me, but in this case I'm not exactly sure, because even though the values are almost exactly twice the difference between one another, there is still the problem of the fact that I have more attack power, and I literally could feel that I am grinding a little bit faster when I was there as a level 59. It may be the fact that I don't really remember how I used to grind when I was there the first time, but I actually felt that I was grinding a little bit faster. And there is still a difference of 24 attack power from when I was level 58 to now when I am level 59. So I'm not exactly sure what to say. I could easily say that it is twice the difference, but then again I may be grinding a little bit faster now at level 59. I don't really think that the developers would make a difference of probably 210% between the levels, but at this point I'm not really sure. If you saw the previous Kadri experience video, then you may remember how I said that Kadri mobs either have a lot of HP or a lot of defense, because I couldn't one-shot them at all, and even now with 24 more attack power I still can't exactly one-shot them with every single skill, so probably my clearing speed didn't really increase that much, because as a wizard I said it many times, but I'm not using any skill that is on cooldown. So basically, unless I can make a difference between one-shotting a monster or two-shotting it with my AoEs, then there shouldn't be that much of a difference in my clearing speed. most of my AoEs are not really that fast in terms of casting speed, so I either have to use only one skill to clear a group then move to another one, or I have to use 2 or 3 skills to clear that group and move to another one. So unless this extra 24 attack power made me able to just one-shot them and move to the next group, then I wouldn't say there was that much of a difference. But then again, this time I actually had to use that part on the stairs to ensure that I have always the monsters respawned. So I'm still pretty sure that I was grinding just a little bit faster. So at this point, since I really wasn't sure, then I decided to test another location with totally different monsters, because here at Kadri ruins, even before I wasn't able to one-shot the small monsters, and now with this extra attack power I actually am able with some skills to just one-shot those small monsters. So I moved on to Bandits, because at Bandits before, even with 203 attack power, I still was able for the most part to one-shot those small monsters. And right now with 227 attack power, I am still unable to one-shot those big monsters at the Bandits. So for the most part I'm at the same place. Basically I am one-shotting the small monsters and I have to use 2 skills to kill those bigger monsters. So for Bandits, instead of picking the best rotation like I did at Kadri's, I just picked the cliffside rotation. Because even though in my opinion at the Bandits the rotation around the node manager is the best one, I would say that the cliffside rotation is less populated, so it was actually easier to find it empty and to keep the spot taken for myself. On this rotation I grinded exactly 20 minutes, and of course it was timed with my own stopwatch, so if you check the screenshots you can look at those for the experience difference, but even though there it says 21 minutes, it was actually 20 minutes. This time here I had a total of 226% experience, so it was with 8% less experience because I didn't have a milk tea buff. But if I reduce this one back to 100%, like always, then I got 0.01137% experience per minute. So it is a little bit more than I got at Kadri's, but this is to be expected because I always got more experience at Bandits than I got at Kadri's. So this is just our base value for level 59 at Bandits. And now if I take up again the exact video that I did before on this rotation as level 58, you can see that back then I got 0.02323% experience per minute. So again, if I take these two values and I compare them one to another, this time the difference is about 204% between them. So this is a little bit weird because even though again this time I had more attack power and I probably grinded a little bit faster, it turns out that I got less experience. Because if you reverse those two values and you compare 0.011 to 0.023, the difference is about 48.94%, so it's not even 50%. So this time it turns out that I didn't even grind at 50% of the speed, it is more than twice the difference. So it is pretty weird because I can't even say that I need twice the experience, because if I would need twice the experience, then that value should have been exactly 50%, or in my case even more than 50%, because I was supposed to grind faster. So with all this being said, now I'm supposed to give you guys the conclusion, and what that conclusion is I'm not really sure, because I would normally say that yes, you need twice the experience, but if that were true, then why do I have 24 more attack power and yet I'm making less experience than I got at level 58? It really makes no sense, because I did try to grind as fast as possible and to me at least it felt like it was faster. Well, I suppose there is only one solution to this problem. At least there is only one that I could think of. In the Bandits cliffside rotation video, I did mention that for all of my experience videos you should keep in mind that there is a small error like 0.005% in experience because I can't really always grind at the exact same speed. So I would just have to apply that one to this and say that there was a little error and that maybe it was just my impression and I really wasn't grinding faster, and I was actually grinding probably at the same speed as I was at level 58, because this seems to be the only logical solution to this problem, and there may be other differences that of course this game hides because there are a lot of hidden stuff in this game, but I don't think the experience should be one of them. In conclusion, to sum up what happened so far, I would say that I have the exact same crystals that I had before, I have the exact same add-ons on my skills that I had before, and the differences are that I leveled up 2 of my AoEs one more time, so they are supposed to do just a little bit more damage, and I got 24 attack power extra, but in return I did lose the accuracy that I would get from a Kutum offhand. But since I'm a wizard, I would say that I don't really need it, so the result is that with more attack power I still am getting just a little bit less experience that I got at level 58. To get this video to an ending, I will just say that the difference between level 58 and level 59 is exactly 200%, because I really don't care about that little small difference if there actually is any, and even though I was actually supposed to be grinding faster at level 59, it turns out that I actually wasn't, or maybe there was some other difference that I didn't see. So at this point, if anyone says that the experience is not exactly 200%, I'm just going to answer with that 0.005% error margin and say that this could have been exactly the same, but I probably didn't grind at the exact same speed. So the result of this test is that from 58 to 59 you need twice the experience, and from 59 to 60 you need 3 times the experience, as I showed that in other video. So these are the 2 values I'm going to be using in the future. And if you guys know what I missed, or if you have any suggestions on how I could have tested those values better, then please make sure to leave a comment below, because I always read those, and again, I can't really do everything perfectly, so probably there was something that I missed and I just hope there wasn't. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, I hope this was somewhat helpful to you, and I will see you guys next time.